Okay, good evening and welcome. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, opening the Amateur Radio 1440. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in East Hamilton, below Escarpment. Originally founded by John VE3JSU, is on every Wednesday night, starting at 8 p.m. and ending at 10 local time here on 146.430 megahertz. While this is a simplex net, it is likely that not everyone will be able to hear everyone else. This should not discourage you from participating, and it may encourage some of you to improve your station. Keep in mind that relaying communications has a long history in amateur radio, and so we encourage the practice for asking for a relay when a station is unable to hear the other party or to pass on a message. We ask that you please try and leave a 2 to 3 second delay in between transmissions. And but GNP came through. Who was the other station?
AXJ.
Okay, well, let's start with Garnett then. VE3GNP. Garnett, good evening and welcome. You're last on the other net and you're first on this one.
There you go. That's what happened. I didn't know too. You got 3 check-ins. Myself, another one was as number 3. Anyway, I was good.
Yeah, right on, right on. You're not growing a tail or anything? You got your shot, right?
Oh, I got that like 2 weeks ago. No, but I grew an extra arm, so it's great.
Yeah, well, that'll come in handy.
Yes, sir. It comes out of my forehead, but I mean, it's still usable.
Dear. Oh, that'd be funny. That's kind of a weird place to have another arm, but then again.
It's usable there. I don't know you'll call it my left or my right. I don't know what it would be.
Yeah, well, you could really say that you're giving the middle finger then, no?
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Garnett, glad to hear. You sound like you're in good spirits. So you're going to hang out for a while, or?
Yeah, I'm going to hang out for a little bit. I just go over sickness. I was sick for quite 4 or 5 days, but I come over it yesterday, and I'm feeling pretty good today. Before you go, tell me you can hear me on my hand here. Can you hear this, Chuck?
Yes, I did, sir. I got an S6 with some noise in it, but I copy you, no problem.
Yes, probably use the handheld later on tonight.
Yeah, okay, it's a little staticky though, but maybe if you're closer to a window or something, that'd be better.
Roger. Thanks, Chuck.
Okay, very good then. Well, let's go to Rick then. VA3 Alpha X-Ray Juliet. Say hello. Good evening, Rick.
Good evening, Chuck. How are you tonight?
Doing all right. I didn't watch the news again. I hardly ever watch the news. I catch a couple of headlines during the day, and that's it for me.
Yeah, we got the antenna problem fixed up. We didn't have the center core into the bottom part of the antenna. That's why last weekend was a quick check-in. So yeah, everything's fine now. It should be should have full strength over there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And by the way, we are streaming live on YouTube. Just put my call sign in the search box, VA3CJZ, and look for the live button. And you'll be able to see your signal and hear yourself play it back and all that stuff. Oh, I better turn that one down. Okay, very good then, Rick. You going to hang out for a while then?
Continue with the net.
All right. Well, the next party is Art. I'm going to try and switch over to the directional antenna and see if we can pick Art there. So this is, I'll pause and come back here. VE3 Kilo Charlie India. Art, are you there?
Do you have a copy on, Chuck? Go ahead.
Got a copy on nobody.
So is that a negative contact?
No.
Roger.
I'll let you know if I hear anything else. V3MW.
All right, very good. Well, then we'll take this opportunity to log you into the book there, Mac. VA3 IMW. Welcome, sir. How are you?
I haven't grown any extra limbs. I'm looking forward to it, though. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to visit somebody with a sharp needle tomorrow.
Ah, so you're going to grow a third arm or a leg or a tail.
Well, I'm hoping these appendages come in pairs because that makes them more effective. Extra set of hands would always come in handy.
Hence the term handy.
Handy dandy. I hear AGF in the distance. Maybe you might want to take that distant station.
AJF, really? Okay. Let me see that station there. You want to try your call again, please?
That's Emnon from Toronto, and apparently he can only hear me. But you want me to relay him in?
Absolutely. Why not? Why not? We got VE3 AJF. Amnon, tell them good evening and thanks for trying to get into the net tonight.
Good evening, Amnon, and welcome to the party. Wednesday night, check in with Chuck. So you're confirming that you're not able to hear Chuck tonight?
No, I can't hear him.
Okay, Amnon's throwing a bean in the pot, and obviously he's already had his shot a couple of weeks ago and hasn't grown any additional appendages, so he's doing well. What I haven't confirmed yet, Chuck, is whether he's going to stay with us or whether this is just a quick check-in and he's off. So Amnon, are you going to stick around with us, or are you going to move on to productive things? Okay, Chuck, Amnon's going to move on, and it's greetings to you and to all. Unfortunately, he's not able to hear quite a few stations. As far as my signal report for Amnon is, it's an S9, obviously with the preamp on, because I always leave it on. Like to give out good news, roses, flowers, and champagne. Anyways, I guess we'll take a standby, and thanks, Amnon, on behalf of Chuck and the rest of the net for making the attempt tonight. I'm sure that when conditions are better, there'll be some better opportunities to communicate with the rest of the crew. So back to you, Chuck, and I'll let you carry on.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, thank you very much there, Mac, for the relay. And again, greetings and thanks to VE3AJF. Now, why don't you tell us about how your week has been there since you've been busy relaying? We haven't had the initial chit-chat.
Well, the weekend was marvelous, and then, of course, Monday is always the in-office day, and I never look forward to that, but I got through that without any problem. Busy. The automotive industry is keeping me on my toes. The real good news is that General Motors is moving some pickup truck production to Oshawa. So good news for the Canadian economy. For me, that means a heck of a lot of work. I'm moving some stuff around from some of our manufacturing plants to balance out capacity, and busy. Long meetings, well, a lot of short meetings that intersect with each other, but come 5 o'clock, I don't want to look at a computer, and it's nice to look at something different, like numbers on a screen and little bars that go up and down. And of course, later on tonight, we'll get a nice pasta dinner on the go and make sure we load up heavy on the garlic so that we scare all the vampires away tomorrow when I'm dealing with those people with sharp objects.
Absolutely. Well, that's good news then for the automotive industry, correct, and everyone that's involved in it. And you're one of those guys, so good on you. For the economy, we won't get into all the stuff going on there tonight. It's too much. But I'd like to talk about lighter things, like I was debating on mowing my lawn the other day, and then it started snowing. So I'm going to have to go through multiple adjustments on my lawnmower in order to do the first cut there. So how about you?
Well, I took my riding mower out of the gazebo last week and fired it up, and it's running like a top. So looking forward to getting it out and taking the top off the tops in the various areas. I've got a front yard, a side yard, and a rear yard to mow. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, all the equipment's ready to run. And then I've got my old-time brute mower that it's a little 3-horse push mower that I use for the difficult areas. And I never spent any time on it. I think I bought it for like $40 about 8 years ago. And I pour gas in it and pull the cord, and it starts and runs. So good to go. The rest of the equipment, the whippersnipper and all the rest of that stuff, that's the wife's duties. And I just make sure that the weed whacker string is all wrapped up so that she's got lots to play with.
I hear you. Seems like they're never the same, though, after you run out of that first spool and then you try putting another one in. It's just not the same as when you bought it and turned it on. Anyway, Sarah, Mac, thanks for sharing that. And let's see who else is out there wants to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ taking check-ins. Please come now.
Victor Echo 3, Foxtrot, Juliet.
Victor Alpha 3, no.
VE3 LBI.
Okay, I heard 3 stations there, and one of them doubled. I think the station after FJJ was at Victor Alpha 3, November Charlie Alpha.
Chuck, yep, that's right. VA3 NCA.
Okay, thank you. And I have LBI. Let's start off with that. Let's go to VE3FJJ. Good evening there, Flynn. How are you?
Good evening, Chuck, and everybody on net. Not too bad. Happy that you're still running this, and glad I'm a part of it.
Right on. You're sounding loud and proud tonight. Full scale over here, of course, and very strong audio. And how's your week been there? I hope you weren't outside today trying to mess around with antennas.
No. I just got called back into work. So unfortunately, I had to go back and go back to the workforce. But slowly but surely. But that was about it.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Then steady paycheck.
It's you gotta put food and you gotta pay the bills and make the money. The bank account kind of gets a little low after a while, but it is what it is. But I'm being safe and stuff, so that's all that matters.
Absolutely. Don't let your guard down. And I don't know if you're talking right up on the microphone or your mic gain is up, but you seem a little hot tonight there, Flynn. So see if you can tune that down just a wee bit there so you don't blow my ears out. I'm wearing headphones.
Okay, hopefully that's a little bit better there, Chuck. And the radio that I'm running is the actual 706, so I think I kind of figured out the audio part on it. So I'm glad that I'm getting good reviews on it, that the audio's sounding a lot better.
Absolutely. All right. Well, congratulations again on that radio, and enjoy. Let's see. Let's go to VA3 November Charlie Alpha. Good evening, sir. Welcome.
Thanks, Chuck. Good evening, everybody on net. I'm a little surprised that I'm making it in direct. I'm curious to know how clear the signal is. I'm at home and not mobile like I normally am at this time on Wednesday. So either a bit of conditions, maybe a little tweak to the direction of the antenna I moved around. Back to you, the NCA.
I copy that there, Wade. I think you're an S9 plus. So that's just over S9, maybe a 10 over S9. A little bit scratchy on the audio, but I can read you perfectly. So good job tonight over here at my location at the Center Mall here in the East End of Hamilton.
That's great. Good to know. Yeah, I'm down in Dundas, so not quite down into the valley, just up on the east hill of Dundas. But usually I have to make it in to go pick up my daughter from work, and that's the closest I can get and check in. So good to know. That's everything I've got for now. VA3MCA.
Okay, thank you very much for your check-in, sir. You have a great rest of the evening and weekend coming up. Okay, let's go to the next person, and that's Larry, Victor Echo 3, Lima Bravo, India. Good evening, Larry. How are you?
Doing fine, Chuck. Just getting the volume set here. I was on actually just talking to somebody back and forth on Messenger here, and I kind of lost track of time, so looked at the clock and went, oh, well, it's a little bit after 8 o'clock now. So anyways, doing fine. Can't wait for this little white stuff to disappear, but it's almost all gone now with the temperature coming up the way it did today.
Yes. I was wondering if it was going to take till tomorrow to disappear, but I don't see much white stuff on my lawn anymore. But my lawn is thick now, boy, I tell you.
Well, forget what day it was last week sometime. I trimmed it and cut it. I had to. It just needed it done. That's all. I filled up we got a garbage pail we put the cuttings into, and I filled that up with one cut.
Yeah. Well, this is the time of year where once it starts growing there, it goes crazy at first, and then it settles down.
Yes, sir. It sure does. Okay, I'll listen along here. See if you can pick up a couple more people. Like I said, I'm just kind of typing back and forth on Messenger right now to a party. So, all right, I'll take a standby and listen along. Thanks.
Okay, Larry, while I have you here, do you mind giving a shout out to Art? Because Garnett said he was in there, and then we tried to contact him and no luck. So do you want to give him a shout, please?
Yep, okay, I thought Mac was closer. Anyways, Art, are you in there tonight for the net?
Yeah, I'm in here.
Oh, he is in there, Chuck. He is in there.
Wow, I got so excited I flung my camera around. Good evening there, Art. Do you copy me? VA3 CJZ.
Are you hearing Chuck, Art?
Not at all. I barely get in.
Yep, not a word from you, Chuck, to him.
Mr. Sandman, what's up with big
Yeah, okay, Art. Anything you want to pass on to the net there while I got you here?
Yeah, I'm just glad when I see the news there saying that for the part of next week, like the 18th of going, there is a guy.
I missed some of that, Art. You're something about next week. What was that?
No, I need on the news where it said for
temperatures for next week up to the high 80s and what?
The temperatures.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep. All right. Next week, up in the high 18s, Chuck. I think Friday, actually, Art, we're supposed to hit 16. Chuck, anything you want to pass back over to Art there? Go ahead.
No, just say thanks for checking in, and I'm also really excited about those warmer weathers. I hope he hangs around, and we'll try and get back to him later.
Yep. Okay, Art. Chuck's back to you there with. Thanks for checking in. He's looking forward to also for the warmer temperatures. And are you going to stick around a little bit longer there, Art, for the maybe the next round?
Yeah, I'm going to stick around for this round. Just the same. And with all this nice warm weather, just to get over there, use the yard work, and be on the radio at the same time with the big house buddy.
Yeah, that's true, Art. So Art said with the temperature coming out, you can get outside and do some yard work too, Chuck. Now with the weather's coming up. So, anyways, okay, back over to you, Chuck. Art, take a standby there. I'll pass it back over to Chuck and see if there's anybody else in there he would like to join the net. Okay, Art?
Pleasure.
Okay, Chuck, it's all yours. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much for that relay there, Larry. We were able to pick up Art a little bit here and there, coming in way better than he has been in the past weeks. But let's see who else is out there like to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ taking check-ins. Please come now.
VE3 Papa Foxtrot Hotel.
Yeah.
Okay, I caught Papa Foxtrot Hotel and OYL, and somebody doubled with OYL there. Who is that station?
VA3XLJ.
And CSY.
And CSY. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. All right, well, let's go to PFH, VE3 PFH. Pete, my neighbor, how are you doing there? Good evening.
Good. You could let the lady go if you want first. Don't matter.
All right, chivalry is not dead. Let's turn it over to VA3OYL. Good evening, Deb. How are you?
Good evening, Chuck, and all on that. Thanks for letting me go here for my turn. All is good here. Just puttered around the yard. I got the grass cut once before the snow.
Lucky you.
Got my bicycle ready for riding. Got a deck board done. It's been a busy week.
Oh, well, good for you. I don't know about you, but the last 2 days there, I haven't gone any further than, well, I had to go for a walk to Walmart there to get some cream. But other than that there, I just go out on the porch with my dog for enough for a cigarette and go back in the house.
Well, I got my first COVID vaccine a week ago today.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm still feeling tired from it.
That's very possible. I know, well, I have diabetes, so my immune system is weaker. And so I don't know if I have to get a regular shot or what. But, yeah, when I was getting flu shots 4 years ago, I stopped. But when I was getting them, I was feeling down for some time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've been having an old lady nap every day.
Oh, geez, that's the first time I've heard the female version of that. Usually it's an old man nap.
Well, I was going to call it an old man nap, but I didn't. I was nice.
It's funny, though, just hearing it from you. But anyways, so you're resting up now, are you?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'll be happy when the weather warms up and we have some sunshine. It'll all be good.
Yes, I believe. I'm not sure about tomorrow. I think we're slowly climbing tomorrow, and then by Friday should be a lot nicer. So looking forward to that. You can just stick around with us there, Deb?
Oh yeah, I'll stick around. Back to you, VA3 OYL.
Okay, thank you, Debbie, in the west end of Hamilton. Next, let's go to Vanya in Stony Creek here, VA3XLJ. Good evening, Vanya. How are you? VA3 X-ray Lima Juliet. Are you there, Vanya? Okay, well, we'll wait for Vanya to come back. Let's go to Paul, VE3 CSY. Good evening, Paul. How are you?
Yeah, good evening, Chuck. Good evening to you and to all on net. Won't hold it up. Just a quick check-in. You can hear Art just fine, crystal clear on Bob's crossband. And if you want to have a listen for Art, Chuck, you'll be able to hear him there. Back to you, VE3CSY, Paul in Stony Creek.
Yeah, right there, Paul. I thought of that too, but I'm using headphones at the moment for this radio, so I'm trying to figure out. I'll just take the headphones off. Actually, Art was coming in not bad. S5, S6 here, a little staticky, but maybe next time around I'll do that. There, I'll switch over to the other frequency I have another radio I can listen in on. So, thank you for the tip, Paul. And I didn't get you to see your signal. Can you bring it back, please?
Oh, God, you're not turning into a signal Nazi, are you? Yeah, so, there's somebody on 10 meters there. Anyway, my signal is what it is. You're hitting me at full strength. You're like 20 dB over 9 on here, this band, so what can I say?
Yeah, not a problem there, Paul. Thanks. I'm not a signal Nazi, but some people like to hear what kind of signal they're doing, so just a habit. All right, then. Well, let's see who else is out there like to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ. My name is Chuck, and I'm located in East Hamilton. Any check-ins come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Bravo uniform. EFH.
Victor Alpha 3, Yankee Victor Echo, even Burlington.
Victor Echo 3, Zulu Lima Golf, Leo in Burlington.
Okay, I copied 4 stations there. My apologies there, PFH. We jumped over you. You were so kind to give up your spot that I walked on you. Okay, I copied VA3, CBU, YVE, and ZLG. Let's go back up to Pete, VE3, Papa Foxtrot Hotel. Sorry about that, Pete.
Oh, it's all right there. Good evening, everyone there, and Chuck there on the net there. Just not too much to report, just being into the pot. Yeah, haven't been doing too much. Actually, I cut the grass there the other day. This morning, it was shocking to see that all the snow there. Glad it melted pretty quick, so that's a bonus. Hopefully it warms up, eh?
Yeah, no doubt. Every time I look outside, I keep kicking myself because I should have cut the grass. Now it's going to be a chore. I'll have to do multiple passes, more than one pass anyways, in order for the lawnmower not to bog down and give me problems. So I'll just have to set it high once, and then second pass, we'll bring it down to where we want it. So anyways, yeah, lucky you. So how you been keeping there? I haven't heard you much. Are you quitting smoking or anything like that?
I haven't quit smoking there yet, but yeah, been thinking of it. Sick and tired of lighting up a cigarette there and lighting the filter. Been doing that steady. I don't know, just I don't look at the cigarette. I just put it in my mouth and light it up. But yeah, getting sick and tired of that there, lighting the back end of the cigarette, hey?
Oh, that's a god-awful smell too there, Pete, when you burn a filter. But anyhow, I would expect you would attempt to do that soon because wouldn't the doctors say that in order for you to get your operation that you'd have to quit smoking?
They didn't say I had to quit smoking, but some surgeons probably won't do any surgery on you unless you do quit smoking, or
Yeah.
But yeah, we're working on it there. Just takes a little time. Yeah, just got to work on it.
Yeah, absolutely there, my friend. I'm with you. I wish I could quit again for health reasons, obviously. But yeah, my wife tells me, she knows people that the surgeon says if you don't quit smoking, you're not getting your knee operation or your hip or whatever it is. Some of them are pretty tight on that. So that's why I was asking. All right, Pete, you gonna hang in there with us for a while?
Yeah, we're gonna hang in. Yeah, I had a call a couple of times there. The nurse asking if I had my COVID vaccine shot there, and I said I ain't ready there. And I just got some other phone call there the other, I think, when was it, yesterday, or it could have been today. Did you get your vaccine shot? It's like, no, and that was it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. No, not yet. Yeah, really? I haven't gotten a call about that. So, yeah, interesting. I wonder if anyone else has. All right, Pete, hang in there. We'll get you in a little bit. Do appreciate you checking in. VE3PFH. Let's go to Brad over in Burlington. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Bravo uniform. Good evening, sir. Welcome.
Evening, Chuck. Nice to check in tonight. I actually got you on 446050 tonight. Normally I'm down in the other bands. I didn't know you're up here. I'm actually doing the Central States Sprint 432 contest. If anyone listening wants to try to get me, I'd appreciate a contact on 446000. Just need your number and your grid square, probably FN03. Call sign and grid square. If anyone has a moment to drop down to 446000.
Oh, very good. Very good. Trying to steal away my check-ins, are you? Just kidding. So what's it for again?
The Central States Sprint 432 contest.
Gotcha. The Central States. Okay, very good then. All right. So down to 446.000. I'm sure a few people will join you there. All right, sir. So other than that, how have you been? Good?
Things are all good over here in Burlington, like everyone else watching the snow melt away. The ironic thing is I put my soft top and soft doors on the Jeep Saturday, so it was darn cold driving this morning.
Yeah. Yep. There you go. That'll wake you up in the morning for sure. Okay, sir. Do appreciate you checking in, and good luck with the contest. Let us know how you make out. All right, VA3CBU. Next, let's stay in Burlington and go to VA3YVE. Eve, good evening, sir. Welcome.
How you doing, Chuck? Haven't talked to you in a while. I just thought I'd pop in. But the funny part is I didn't hear Brad on your frequency. Have you got like double frequencies or something? Because I couldn't hear Brad at all.
Oh, really, eh? Okay, well, he was coming in full strength over here because I believe he's using someone else's repeater frequency or crossband, frequency there to get through on this one on 446.05.
Oh, I'm on 146.430.
Yeah, and that 446.05 is another gentleman out in Flamborough that uses that frequency as crossband to this frequency here. So if anyone understands that, they'll get it. But it has been a while, Eve. Things okay with you?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we had our club training courses on Wednesdays, so
right,
I
right.
haven't really had much time on Wednesdays, but all of that's done with till the fall, so I think we're good. Other than that, not much else. Just trying to keep busy, keep out of trouble, and keep out of my wife's way. And that way we can stay married, and she stays upstairs, I stay downstairs, so life is good, I guess.
Yeah, tell me about it. I only wish there was a door to my ham shack, but unfortunately, we were kind of desperate for a place to live. You know how housing is. After we lost our house there, it was tough finding a place, so we settled for this one, and it's a little tight with three of us here, but we manage. So nice to hear you in there, Eve, and I hear you've been contesting a lot. There's one coming up on the weekend, VHF Sprint. There, it's on the contestcalendar.com site.
Yeah, I think this weekend I'm going to be focusing on the Florida one. There's a Florida DX Puso party, I think that's what it's called. Anyways, I thought I would take a crack at that. We'll see how it works out. Depends on the bands.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know it's been crazy lately, but hopefully by the weekend things will straighten out and they'll have good condition there. All right, there, Eve. Once again, thank you, and we'll move along to another person in Burlington and say hello to Leo, VE3 Zulu Lima Golf. Good evening, sir. Welcome.
Hi, Chuck, and everyone else on frequency. I am also guilty of not checking into this net for quite some time, probably, I don't know, 6 or 8 months. I guess we haven't spoken to.
It's been a while.
I'm also like you. I haven't been out and about that much, at least not to any establishments. I went to Costco yesterday to refill the freezer. That was the first time in maybe 3 or 4 weeks that I've been out. I usually go for walks here and there, but I haven't. I've kind of stayed away from all the big box places. Although I'm going to Home Depot to pick up some stuff for some projects around the house. I also heard a couple of guys mention the fact that they've cut their grass a couple of times. I know that's on your to-do list, but I've kind of got grass envy. I know the people across the street have mown their lawns 2 or 3 times yet, but I've got a problem with my lawn. I think the soil is just a bit too hard. I've put some gypsum granules down to soften the soil a little bit. I've put some seed down, and we'll see if I can get something to grow in the next couple of weeks. Maybe a little bit of rain would help too. Anyways, I don't want to tie it up too much longer. VE3ZLG. Back to net control.
Okay, Leo. Well, thanks for checking in again. I don't know if it's been that long, but I know it's been a while. But I do appreciate you taking the time out, saying hello to us, and sharing your lawn issues there. Yeah, I don't know. Geez, I know that our property sits on clay, red clay, and it doesn't seem. Well, we don't have we have patches. Our lawn doesn't grow evenly there in the springtime, but after a while it kind of evens out. But yeah, that's weird, eh? I know. I know when I used to own my own property. One year I look outside on my front lawn when the snow is gone, and we had what do you call those? They're like grubs, and they eat the roots of your trees, and they leave these big yellow patches on your lawn. And I experienced that there the one time. That wasn't fun.
Yeah, they say trees in general are bad. I've got a big birch tree, and I've also got a blue spruce on the front lawn, and I think the roots are kind of shallow, and that's the problem area where my grass is. But I've aerated it this year, so that's something different, and I've fertilized it, and we'll see if it. The problem is also I'm on the shady side of the street. There's a bit of shade, so it doesn't really get that much full sun. But I do notice that the soil is kind of like clay. It's kind of hard and compact, and when it does rain, the water just runs off.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh well, we do our best with our little patch of green, I guess. Eh? Some years are better than others. All right, there, Leo. Are you going to take off, or are you going to stick around for a little bit?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick around for a little while. I'm gonna watch the Blue Jays game on the computer right next to me.
Ah, there you go. That's what I need. More monitors over here, so I can split my monitors up and look at different stuff and have a sports game on or something. NASCAR would be nice at this time. Okay, well, thank you, Leo. VE3 Zulu Lima Golf in Burlington. Anyone else out there like to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is VA3 CJZ. My name is Chuck, and I'm located in East Hamilton, and I'm taking your check-ins. Please come now.
Victor Echo 3, Papa Delta Lima.
Okay, I hear Victor Echo 3, Papa Delta Lima. Paul on the hill. Good evening, Paul. How are you?
Good evening there, check-in with Chuck and everybody else on the frequency. Forgot about the net there for a few minutes, so here I be.
All right. Well, good thing. I don't know who did that, but your check-in number 16, sir. So good job. And we are streaming live on YouTube this week. Just put in my call sign in the search box, Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Juliet Zulu, and you'll see the live button there. Anyhow, Paul, what's new and exciting? Anything good?
No, nothing to really report. Just about to eat supper and listen to the rest of the net.
All right. I was a little busy earlier. I thought I heard you, I think it was today or yesterday, talking about power supply you were working on there. What was the issue with that?
Oh, yeah, forgot about that. The fan on the case of the power supply quit. It got all gummed up with dog hair and whatnot, so I was taking it out to replace it, so I know which one to replace it with. And one of the wires from my 7300, there's at the end, I've got little eyelets on it, and one of the eyelets broke off, so it wasn't on there very good apparently. So I had to resolder that, but the wife had to go down to her work and and get them for me. So yeah, it turned into a couple-hour job by the time it was all said and done.
Well, I'll tell you what, Paul. Just last week, actually, last week on Net Day, I got my fan in the mail for my power supply, because you remember it used to make that high winding sound, eh? Well, and now it has to be absolutely quiet here in order for me to hear it. So I'm really, really pleased with the fan that I got. And if you want, I'll go find the box, and I'll tell you what brand it is. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, okay. I'm not sure if the wife ordered one already, but yeah, send it over when you get time. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, what did that one cost you? Do you remember?
Under $18. I think it's called Stealth something. It's got a double ball bearing in there, so super quiet. I love it.
How many RPM? Do you recall that?
No, sir. I'll get a picture of the box there, and I'll send that to you a little later on.
Alrighty, should be about 2,000 RPM anyway. Okay, very good, Chuck. Thanks for the info there, and I'll let you pick it back up again. And thanks for taking my check-in. V3 PDL back to net control.
All right, very good then. Well, let's see if anyone else is out there like to stop by. This is Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Juliet Zulu with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, AREG. Looking for check-ins. Please come now. Okay, nothing heard. Let's go up and say hello to Garnett, VE3 GNP.
Yeah, I'm still here, Chuck, listening along. Someone else to add. Everything's good.
Hey, I got a question about your antennas. When I don't know exactly how high up they are, but um, how do they do in these high winds that we've been getting?
No problem at all. Those are about 45, 50 feet in the air.
Oh wow, hey, and no issue. It's all fiberglass, right?
Yes, sir. They bend over pretty good, but my single stays up there pretty good.
Yeah, because they are lengthy antenna. They're over 20 feet, right? 24, 27, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was just curious because I know the IMAX is roughly the same length as one of that, and it's just basically, 3 sections of fiberglass. And yeah, they bend over pretty good.
Yeah. Before you carry on, is Flank, are you still out there?
Victor Echo 3, Foxtrot Juliet, go ahead.
Ow.
Yeah, I found the one cable, but not the other cable, the adapter cable, the 589 cable.
Oh, you did find it, eh, Garnett?
Just the one cable, not the 589 cable.
Oh, very good. Okay. When would I be possibly able to come down?
Friday, I'm going out tomorrow for the day.
Okay, Saturday work better?
Yeah, that's fine too. It's just the one cable, right? The other cable I can't find, 589 cable.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's better to have one than both, but I appreciate that. And, all right, I'll let you go. Back to net control, and thanks, Chuck.
Okay, thanks, Chuck.
Yes, sir. Not a problem. Okay, what was I going to say now? I forget. I was looking at the YouTube live stream there. I'll mention again, we are streaming live here. Punch in VA3CJZ in the YouTube search box, and you'll see us live there. Just drop in, say hello. Okay, anyone else out there like to check in the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is VA3CJZ taking check-ins. Please come now.
Yeah, Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta, it's RPod.
Victor Echo 3, Golf Bravo Delta.
Okay, I've got 2 stations in there. Let's say hello to our pad, VA3VAD. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Hello, bad Chuck, and I'm not sure what you did, but you were S15 earlier, and it's S6 now, so you must turn your antenna, or maybe the wind turned it for you. And tomorrow, there's going to be a windstorm warning, 75 kilometers wind tomorrow.
Oh, okay. That's crazy. What frequency are you transmitting on there, ARPAD? Are you on the 446 or on the 146?
Oh, okay, that's why. Okay, I'm sorry, it's my fault. I didn't look at the frequency. Yeah, you guys were talking about that 44605, so I went there and I left the radio. I was listening to you guys on that one. And, okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm not coming through the 2 meter, I'm coming to the 440. I never even noticed.
Yeah, you kind of sounded like you were coming in through Bob's crossband repeat frequency there. So just to clear things up, that belongs to Victor Echo 3 XKV. Yeah, come on back to 146.430 there, RPAD.
Yeah, I'm here now. Sorry about that. Yeah, confusion, eh? And let me see. Putting out exactly 50 watt. How am I doing that? This radio is not supposed to put out 50 watt, but according to my meter, I'm putting out 50 watts. So yeah, the 7100. I don't know. I have to look it up. It's not rated to 50.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I tried to do some calibrations here on my radio because the the settings just weren't right, and I had to figure out how to do that alignment with the meter there. So hopefully it's software based and you can get it to read right there, RPAD. But now welcome back to the 2 meter side of things. I know I could hear you coming through here, but maybe not some other stations. You'll probably hear it on YouTube though.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I just switched over to see if I can able to hear that. Then I just left it there. Then I walked away from the radio. And then I came back and I forgotten. I said, how come Chuck was like S15 and now it's S6? Yeah, that was the 440 side S6. Yeah, but actually it's coming in quite good. Can't even remember. It gives me, yeah, like it's not a really strong signal, but I can get him with low power.
Yeah, and you know where XKV lives, right? At the racetrack there in Flamborough.
Okay, yeah, I can make it there with, I think I was on 2 watt or something.
There you go. Yeah. So we're trying to get Art to transmit on that frequency, and it'll we're getting there.
Yeah, maybe I'm going to do a double cross bending. I never did that before. We should try that. Basically, you transmit on 14646, and it would go over to the 4461. Then I'll set up my cross band, put it on 14646, and put it on a different 2 meter frequency. So it would be like a double cross band. And actually, that would be interesting because if you set up a couple of them cars on the top of the mountains, then you can relay messages quite far away.
Interesting. Yeah, it might work. Wouldn't work on a repeater, but through Simplex it just might. Let me know how that works out.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that and see. It should work. Maybe there's a slight delay or something because it has to switch over both 2 radios basically, and you can make a link. That shouldn't be a problem. Okay, I'll work on that and I'll call you back later on to see how is that working out.
Okay, very good then, RPAD. Thanks for checking in. Much appreciated. All right, let's go back to the East End here and say hello to George, VE3 Golf Bravo Delta. Good evening, George. Welcome.
Hey, how's it going, Chuck? Good calling tonight?
I'm sorry, what?
You have a good calling tonight?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Not counting myself, we are at number 18. You are check-in number 18, so that's pretty good.
Very good, very good. No, I just thought I'd say hello, and I'm excited. I got my new antenna today, the Tram, the 1480.
Oh, gosh.
V3LDZ. He's going to come over, help me put it together tomorrow because he knows how to put them together properly. And then I got VA3LJW coming over on the weekend to put it on my tower.
Oh, very good, very good. Yeah, always better to have some help. I was just waiting for you to say, "Oh yeah, I set it up today," and by golly, she was pretty windy today. I don't know who else was putting up or adjusting antennas, but yeah, quite breezy today for that. So yeah, good luck with that, George. I can't wait. Well, I wouldn't be able to tell this difference in signal because you're full strength over here, but you'll notice how you get people in and out as well. So right on. Was it, you got a brand new?
Yeah, brand new. Just got it today. It's the Tram. Oh, you probably know the Tram antennas, the 1480.
Yeah.
Amateur dual band omni base.
Yeah. They got great gain on those antennas. Right on. Very good, George. Congratulations. I'm going to feel left out here soon. I'm going to have to go and get a super antenna there soon.
Yeah, I know, right? The wife's spoiling me.
know, you're doing something right then. So good for you, George. Everything else been going okay?
Oh yeah, everything's great. Other than this COVID, wife's working from home more. She goes in the office when she needs to, but no, she's working from home a lot now, which is good.
Yeah, yeah. I know my daughter's birthday's coming up here on the 28th, and I really would have liked to have gone to places like the dollar store, pick up a few knickknacks to throw in the bag with the rest of her gifts, right? But not this year. Everything's been ordered online as far as gifts for her or whatever I have to give her that's already here. So yeah, it's a little tough, but we better see some good come out of this soon.
Well, I hope we do. I was planning a big birthday party for my brother Alex turning 60, and his birthday's May 19th, but I don't think that's going to happen.
April midnight. Oh, that might just be when they uh, they release the stay at home order. I don't know, but yeah, I think they said it was on for 6 weeks. 6 weeks starting when? The first week of April or second week? I forget now. But anyways, I lose track of time. Anyways, all right, George. Well, nice to hear you. You're doing a good job tonight, as always. Nice, strong audio blast and signal in here. And if you want to catch yourself or listen to yourself on YouTube, we are streaming live. Put in my call sign in the search box, and you can replay it there. All right, thanks, George. Hope you stick around, and let's see who else is out there. This is VA3CJZ with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Taking check-ins, please come now.
Victor Echo 3, India Tango Whiskey.
Good evening, Victor Echo 3, India Tango Whiskey. Bob, how are you? Oh my goodness, I feel blessed. Twice in a row.
Yeah, I just got down here. I lost two out of three games of Yahtzee. I said, "Oh, that gives me 5 minutes to go check in." So I got down here in time anyway. Other than that, nothing else is new, Chuck.
Oh, thank God for dice games and card games, eh? Gosh, I remember I used to play a lot, and I haven't in a while because I got amateur radio. But yeah, when you got a bunch of people in the house with nothing to do, it's great. I love Yahtzee.
Yeah, well, we got to keep the wife happy or busy anyway. I ordered this mat, a game mat. It's like 3 feet square, and it just makes the card games and Yahtzee a lot easier to play on the kitchen table.
Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. Smart thinking. So what's new with you there, Bob? Everything good with you?
Yeah, everything's good. I've been working on my neighbor's apple tree. It's a big old tree that I haven't trimmed in about 15 years, and so I kind of gave it a haircut. And I got it all on the ground a couple days ago, and I've been going out every morning and trimming. But I had a reprieve today because of all the snow. But I have to cut all this stuff up and get it in my trailer and take it off to the dump.
Oh yeah. Gosh, I lucked out there, Bob. We rent here, eh? And we had a bunch of growth in the backyard along the fence. Well, our fence blew down, so they built us a brand new one, and they took all the brush and all the weed trees, I call them. They grow roots all over the place. Anyways, and they hauled it all away for me. That was included in the fence build. So I was pretty happy about that because it's a pain to get rid of stuff when you don't have a truck. It's just a pain.
Yeah, I used to always have a truck, but I decided I was going to drive a PT Cruiser and have a little 4x4 little trailer, and I haul a lot of stuff on that trailer. It is unbelievable.
Never mind. I moved with a Chevette once.
Yeah, I've been there. Mine was an Acadian, but same thing. Yeah, I love those little cars. They were good.
Oh, absolutely. You could beat the tar out of those cars, and they still kept going. Little Chevette. I remember in my teen years, I think I used to deliver pizza in one of those. Standard, too. Anyways. Okay, Bob. Anything else before we move along?
No, just thanks for doing that, and I'll be I'll be here for the rest of the net. But I think you're past your time anyway. Thanks, Chuck.
Okay, not a problem. Thank you there, Bob, for checking in. Anyone else like to join us? This is VA3 CJZ with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. We are streaming live on YouTube. Just put in my call sign in the search box and look for the live button. Any new check-ins, please come now.
VA3YVE, recheck.
Yes, sir. Recheck. Go ahead, Eve.
Chuck, I heard you talking about a power supply fan. What power supply would that be?
That would be my noisy Astron 50 amp power supply with dual meters on the front. It came brand new out of the box, noisy with a high winding pitch, constantly on, of course, and there's no temperature gauge or anything like that. So, yeah, very annoying. And had I known this, I've had this for 3 years now. Had I known this 3 years ago, I would have spent $18 extra and gotten the fan right away.
Yeah, I have an Alinco DM30T, and it has essentially the same problem. And I checked online, and there's like a fan replacement that you can get, but everywhere you go, they're sold out. So, yeah, I have the same problem. I was just checking, just in case you had the same model. I'd say, where did you get it from?
Yeah, no, it's a Stealth fan off of Amazon. I paid like $17.91 or something ridiculous like that. And of course, it came quickly, being a Prime member. And man, when I first put power to it, I tested it before I put it in. And man, I fell in love right away because now that awful high winding sound is gone. Has double bearings in them, double ball bearings. And you know what, Eve? You know how I happened to find out about this fan? I was looking on eham.net, where they do reviews on radios and power supplies and anything, amateur related. And I came across this forum on eham.net and got lucky, I guess.
Comment.
Go ahead, comment.
Actually, you sent me the information, Chuck. You want me to tell you what it is?
Go ahead.
It's under Amazon. It's called a Vantec, VANTEC Stealth SF 6025L, and there's different sizes in there. There's 4 different sizes, and they range from $17.91 to $23.77.
Sorry, so can I just get clarification? That's a Sierra Foxtrot 6025 Alpha Lima?
Yep, 25 Lima. Yep, and it's called a Vantec Eve Stealth. Yep, SF 6025 Lima, and there's different sizes, and that's thank goodness you sent it to me, Chuck. You don't have to look for the box now, and that's through Amazon CA.
I would imagine I could probably find the same one for my power supply, the Alinco. It's just a size diameter. They're all 12-volt fans.
Yep, this one comes with 2 different cables to connect it up, Eve, and there's a 60 by 60 by 25, an 80 by 80 by 25, a 92 by 92 by 25, and a 120 by 120 25 millimeters. 4 different sizes, Eve.
Much appreciated. I'm going to track that down. That's my project for tomorrow.
It says 80% quieter than the standard case fan. Double ball bearing fans for extended life. It does not say anything about, I know Paul sits on about RPMs. I cannot see anything about that. But anyways, I just thought I'd pass that along.
I might even be able to find one for my 7300.
Yep. Depending on the size, all you have to do is measure it up, but the price is right. So, anyways, I thought I'd throw it in there. One more question, Eve. Is it tomorrow night they're doing the solar panel Zoom conference again?
I'm not doing it, but I believe it is tomorrow night. He was going to publish something, Mike MKX was going to publish something. Well, I'm surprised. I probably got it somewhere in my mail now, but if not, it'll be out tomorrow early in the morning.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, by the way, it's VE3LBI. It's Larry. All right. Okay, I'll pass it back over to Chuck. Anyways, I just thought I'd throw that in there, Chuck, because like I said, you had sent it to me, so I thought I'd pass it out.
Oh no, that's great, Larry. That's great. Thanks for sharing and relaying the information there. So you got that, Eve? It's a Vantech Stealth.
Got it all written down. I'm going to navigate over to Amazon right now.
Okay, very good then. All right, now where was I? Okay, let's do on this day. I did get a couple of things that were noteworthy to look at here while we have some time. Oh, on this day in 1963, the Beatles meet the Rolling Stones for the first time. But I did have some other stuff that was important. Oh yeah, in 1820, Danish scientist Hans Christian Ørsted is the first to identify electromagnetism when he observes a compass needle. So that's an 1820 there, folks. Okay, well, let's go back up to the list then and say hello to VA3AXJ. Rick, are you there, Rick? VA3AXJ must have stepped away. All right. Well, let's go to VA3IMW. Mac, are you there, Mac?
VA3IMW, I am back. I actually QRT'd over to some frequencies and was playing with some D-Star. So Sean and I are working on some stuff, which we're going to try and kick off either Sunday night or Tuesday night. I'm not sure when, but we're going to play with D-Star on Simplex. And it looks like we're going to start out at 140. Oh my, I'm making a mistake. 138.075. So we're going to play D-Star Simplex. More details to come.
All right, sounds interesting. And I think Brad, was it CBU? Yes, VA3 CBU was looking to see if anybody would stop by on 446.00 to give him a check-in for his contest that he's in. So there's that. And then, very good then, Mac, while you're here, do you want to give a shout out to Art for me?
Yeah, I can do that. Actually, I did stop up at 446.0 and ran into Chris as well as Brad. And so I gave them my number 1 and number 2. And I hope they didn't get any on them. Anyways, KCI, Art, are you still with us or did you give up? All right. Glad to hear you in there, Art. You're sounding real good. And I think last time around, Chuck put on his directional and tried to reach out to you, but and I gave a call out to you first time around, and you must have stepped away from the radio for a couple of minutes. So how's everything going with you tonight, and how's that radio working for you?
All right.
Roger that. Okay. Chuck, he's looking forward to next Saturday when he goes out for his COVID shot. Biding his time until then. His radio is working fairly well. Obviously, we still got to look for somebody who's an expert with his brand of radio, because it sounds like we need to get some frequencies programmed in so that potentially he can reach out to Bob's repeater in Flamborough, and that'll give us a good crossband into the 146.0. 146.430. Okay, so you're going to stick around for a little bit, Art, or are you going to call it a night? Yeah, roger that. We can try to find a treehouse for Chuck to move his antennas to, and give him an extra few feet. Maybe he'd be able to reach to your station. Anyways, Chuck, sounds like Art's going to call it a night, and at least shortly, and get a good night's rest. Anything else, Art, that you want to pass on to the rest of the team tonight?
All the best.
Okay, Art, good stuff. So he's passing on his best greetings to everybody, best wishes for everybody to stay safe and healthy, and of course hopes that everybody's going to take the opportunity to get their shot when their opportunity arises. So I guess that's about all I heard. Definitely best wishes to all, and I guess we'll catch up with you next week, Art. 7-3s on your behalf, and from the rest of us, back to you. Okay, Chuck, you want to take it back, and we can move on and run down the list.
Short.
Go ahead there, Short.
Hey, VE3 RPP. I just want to jump in and say, hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, there you go. VE3RPP. How you doing there, Rick?
Not bad, Chuck. How are you doing?
Doing all right, doing all right. You are check-in number 20 this evening, and very good, yeah. This cold and white stuff, though, well, you know how I feel about that. So, but other than that, we're doing good. Just hibernating, man, waiting for warmer weather.
I couldn't believe it when I woke up. There was snow on my front lawn. I almost had a heart attack. Whoops, another one?
Never mind. I almost have a heart attack when someone says, "Oh, you came in at 15, now you're at 6. What'd you do?" And I'm looking around, going, "I didn't do anything." Almost got my heart skipped a beat there. But you feeling better?
Oh yeah, man, I'm back to normal.
All right, good to hear. Good to hear. So the doctor gave you a time frame to take it easy for a while, or what?
No, he says I'm good to go. And he couldn't believe I healed that fast.
Oh, that's good then. Nice, strong body. Good for you. Anything new radio-wise there? Have you competed in any contests this weekend? This past weekend, we had the Ontario QSO party. I myself did just a little over 30 contacts, and it was a lot of fun. How about you there, Rick?
No, I didn't.
All right. Well, there's another one for VHF. I do believe that's 2 meters. This weekend, there's a VHF sprint contest coming on. There's all kinds of digital contests as well. if you guys are interested, just look up contestcalendar.com. One word, contestcalendar, and then .com. And you'll see all the upcoming contests for whichever mode and band that you are interested in. Thanks a lot there, Rick. Are you going to take off?
Yeah, because I'm watching a movie with the wife, so I got a break here so I can jump in here. So she wants to watch her movie, so I got to shut her down.
All right. What a man. Okay, good for you, Rick. Take care, my friend, and stay safe and healthy. We'll talk to you next time. VE3RPP, going back to watch the movie. All right, well, who's next out there wants to check in the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is VA3CJZ, taking check-ins. Please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta, recheck.
Yes, sir. Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta, recheck. Go ahead, Arpad.
Yeah, okay, Chuck. I tried this double cross-bending setup, and it seems to be working quite good. I'm listening to you on 14643 and 14653, and there's no delay between the two radios. I'm using a Kenwood radio, a Kenwood D710, and basically how it works, you're transmitting on 14643, and you are being cross-banded at Flamborough 146.05, and my radio setup is listening to 14605 and transmitting on 14653. So actually, two radios are set up as a crossband radios, and I'm listening to the second radio output, and on my handheld actually, and your voice, what I can hear, is exactly the same. So there's absolutely no time delay. I thought there's going to be some time delay, but absolutely nothing. So the two radios are crossbanding in real time, and right now I'm on 146.53, and that's where I'm transmitting. So and you are on 14643. So technically, with two radios, you can create a repeater, and it's going to be transmitting back in the same band, and you're not breaking the law if you don't have the higher slices, I guess, the advanced slices, because you're using a crossband only, and you're allowed to crossband in two different bands without the highest license. Basically, you can do it with the basic.
Yeah, that's very interesting there. I don't know if anybody heard the frequencies that you were cross-banding or double cross-banding with there, but I picked up on it, and very good then. So it is working. And of course, you're coming through full strength over here, and you're coming through full strength on the 44605 also.
Yeah, if you guys want to try it out and just have a listen maybe. If you tune your radio to 146.53, then that would be just a 5-watt output from my home location.
So just listen, just to listen in on that one, go to 14653, eh?
Yeah, and if you transmit into it on the same no offset, of course, then it puts you right back on the 146.43. So yeah, you can write these numbers and you can figure it out. 14643, that's where you are. 446.05 is Flamborough, and 14653 is my home crossband.
Your home crossband is what?
14653. You are on 43, and this one is on 53.
Roger, gotcha. All right, very interesting. Well, there you go. For those of you interested in crossbanding, you can do all kinds of stuff. Very good experiment there. That's the first time you've tried that, Arpad?
Yeah, I never tried it before, but technically, if there's no delay, then basically you can use as many radios, like 4 or 5 radios, and you can make a link all the way to who knows where. You can set up one radio here and one radio like across the lake, and you can go all the way down to Montreal, just like that. And basically, that's what I was testing. If I'm going to hear any delays, but these radios are rebroadcasting in the same time, so absolutely there's no delay.
Excellent, excellent. All right, Arpad. Good to know. Okay, anything else before we go down the list here?
No, I'm done. I'm just going to listen to you guys and do some experimenting. That's what we do because we are hamster radio operators, right?
That's right. Amateur radio operators. Keyword amateur. But some are professional amateur radio operators. Just looking at their setups. Oh my God. Anyways, thank you very much for that, Arpad, and neat experiment. For those of you who have crossband radios, there you go. Okay, let's go down to Flynn and see if he's there with us. VE3 Fox Juliet.
Hello, Chuck and everybody. Still here, still listening away. Not doing too much over here.
Oh, okay, very good. Was there another station in there with Flynn there? Go ahead.
VE3 TTO.
Oh, VE3 TTO. Okay, I've got you marked in there. Just stand by 1 second. Flynn, where was I?
Oh, you were just asking if I was still around.
Yeah. Are you sticking with that microphone, or you intend on getting another mic for that radio?
I'm in the process of putting another microphone on this radio, just for the whole service. Then I'll have a foot switch and everything else. I kind of want to have the same setup I had with the 440. Kind of really enjoyed it. This handheld mic, it's good too, just as a backup. But that's my goal: put the studio mic back into working order here.
Oh, very good, very good. The other thing I was going to mention is I know my radio here, the Yaesu 857, it has a microphone equalizer built in. So I'm not sure if you have that function inside your radio somewhere where you can bring out the tones, the low tones and the high tones a bit more pronounced. But something to look into anyways, to always try and improve your audio. I know you're among one of those kind of guys, so thought I'd throw that out there.
Oh, no, I appreciate that, Chuck. And I was actually doing research on trying to maybe use a small mixing board. Maybe that would help bring out the tones, like your mids, highs, and lows. Just kind of have an equal balance with it. But that's something later on down the road.
Yep, Roger. Well, I use one here, so seems to be working well from what they say. Or from what I can hear on headphones every now and then. Okay, Flynn, thanks for hanging in there, my friend. We'll try and make it back to you. Let's run down and see if Wade is still there. VA3 NCA. Are you still there, Wade?
Good evening, Chuck. Yeah, I still am here, just listening in. Yeah, nothing else to add. Just the cycle. Back to you. Thanks, VA3 NCA.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you very much, sir. I don't know if you're watching the YouTube stream there, but we are live. Put in my call sign into the search box, VA3 CJZ. Thank you again, Wade. Next, let's go to Larry on the hill, VE3 LBI. Larry.
Yeah, thanks, Chuck. I was just actually sitting here thinking about, one of the things that you probably should do in your case where you actually found that fan, when you post that on the actual Facebook page, it might be interesting for other people instead of having to search around because you're going to use it for a particular piece of equipment. Something like that. It might be something worthwhile to throw onto the actual Facebook page.
Yeah, in hindsight, makes a lot of sense. Sometimes I do that. If I find an article that I think might be helpful, I'll post it on the Facebook AREG page, and that time I didn't, and so yeah, I usually do, but I forgot about it. I was so excited that I was going to get a quiet fan that I completely slipped my mind. But yeah, obviously I can always go back and do that. Thanks, Larry.
Yeah, it's just a thought. I mean, because like other people are looking for things or whatever. And by the way, since I did find it, I shoveled it off to PDL there too. But just a thought because, like I say, well, I know Eve's not a member, I don't think, of the group, but maybe that's something else you should mention there. There is a Facebook page about it. But anyways, just a thought, Chuck, because like I say, it's a good piece of information for people, and what you're going to use it for. You just said, oh, I found a nice quiet fan for my power supply, and with the blurb underneath it, whether they buy it from Amazon or whoever, but it would just be helpful for other people looking for maybe a problem like you come up with.
Yeah, I do a lot of surfing on the web, and I do read a lot of the reviews. If there's one thing I can recommend is when you're looking for a review, try and look for the eham.net reviews. They're usually pretty good, bunch of good guys there give you good information on there. So thanks for passing that on there, Larry. Anything else before we move along?
No, just mention the Facebook website if you wish.
Yeah, I believe I did there in the comment I made. We have an AREG Facebook page if anyone's interested in joining. Just go there and you have to apply to get in. It's a closed group. And so, just stop by and try and check out the site. There's a lot of interesting articles we do put up, mostly radio related, mostly. Okay, anything else, Larry?
No, that was it. Anyways, okay, Chuck, back over to you. Nothing's changed since the last 15 minutes or whatever you called me, so everything's all good still.
All right, well, I'm just checking. Just checking. All right, well, let's go to my neighbor here. One of my neighbors, VE3PFH. Peter, you still there?
V3XKV.
I recognize VE3XKV. Good evening, Bob. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thought I'd pop in there. I was just waiting for a chance to get in. I knew somebody wouldn't be around. So I popped in on the pause.
All right, very good, very good. Do you notice your radio's getting warm?
No. Why?
Oh, using your crossband frequency. Yeah, we're still working on trying to get Art to transmit on the crossband there. We have RPAD in there. He's been playing around with the crossband. He was double crossbanding. I don't know if you were listening.
Oh, so he's coming out somewhere on 2 meters?
Yeah, he was crossbanding from his radio into yours and back into his.
Well, he's got to be coming out on 2 meters somewhere.
Yeah, he was on 14653. I don't know if he still got it going there, but he was just here a couple of minutes ago.
Oh, well, neat. Yeah, well, I don't know if, I guess, it would, well, that's what I was trying to get you to do with your handy talkie and the crossband radio.
Yeah, I know. I think it'll just be easier if we can get Art to transmit on 440. I'm wearing headphones at the moment, and I'm streaming live and all that stuff. So this way here is easier.
Oh yeah. It's if Art could get in here, he'll be able to hear the whole net for a change. So yeah, he probably, I don't know whether he can hear any of the handy talkies downtown or not.
Handy talkies downtown. I don't know why.
Well, there's a whole bunch of guys on handy talkies on your net too, right?
I don't know about tonight. I haven't heard anyone mention they were on handy talkies tonight, but maybe Brad was out of Burlington there. But yeah, it'll be easier to get him to do that. So that's a project we're going to get to soon, I'm sure.
Well, yeah. Well, I hope you do that for him soon. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt when you can only hear half the conversation.
Yeah, and it's funny, tonight I could hear him coming in at S4 on my Omni, but I can't get him on the directional, and I'm not going to fish around because all I'm doing is bouncing signals off of the mountain, trying to get him, because every time I point in his direction, I just can't get him. So I have to bounce off something, and I'm not about to fish for him. If I can't find him within one sweep of a quarter of the dial there, then that's it. So uh, we have relays.
Oh yeah, well, you got to have a good conversation going too when you're using a beam like that, right? So if there's no transmission, you can't find it. So and
yes,
yeah, no,
short transmissions.
it's there's a lot of different ways to do it, I guess, but yeah, I guess they don't want any holes in the ceiling in the building.
Yeah, I would imagine not. Anyhow, Bob, how are things there? Everything okay with you?
Oh, Chuck, I'm feeling just peachy. Haven't felt better in years. So yeah, I'm just this weather we're having though is a kind of a pain in the butt. You get set to go out and do something. You're thinking ahead, and then it snows. And
Yeah.
I never minded. When I was younger, I loved working in the snow or being out in the snow, but not anymore.
Oh, I hear you.
It's just become a pain in the butt.
Oh, Bob, I'm the same way. A jean jacket or a leather jacket, right? Uh, in the middle of winter, yeah, sure. Back when I was 20, but I'm far from that now. So yeah, I hibernate.
Yeah, I know. It's the same with my grandkids. Like I'm amazed what they don't wear in the cold weather. But then if I think back there when I was young, I did the same thing. Now, like it's the same with my hands. Like I used to work without gloves, in the winter time, but I can't do that anymore. The circulation just isn't like it used to be.
I hear you. I changed a water pump in Winnipeg, Manitoba, outside in the wintertime, and there's no way you can wear gloves while you're wrenching inside an engine.
Well, it's funny you should say that. I did the exact same thing I had a Chevy van here with the diesel. It wasn't just a matter of, pulling the pump off the block. I had to take everything off, because it's mounted on a plate that's then bolted onto the front of the engine on these Detroit V8 diesels. And to get the water pump off, you got to pull this big plate off the front as well, and then you could change the water pump and then put the plate back on your way. And I did that in the middle of January, right out here in my driveway, man. It was cold. And that's the last time I did anything severe like that. And then, heck, that was in my late 40s, I guess. My late 40s. I'm 73 now, so that's going back a few years. But yeah, it was like I said there. It was cold, but I mean, I never got frostbite in my fingers or anything like that. It's because you're a lot younger. and you can subject yourself to more extremes, I guess you could say. The 3XKV.
I don't know about that, Bob. Ever watch those old Volvo commercials where those old guys would go in the sauna and then go outside and jump into a pool?
Well, yeah, but you got to remember those guys have done that all their lives, right?
Yeah, I know. I was just saying. There's no way. That's like the polar bear plunge. There's a good thing that they have EMTs there, because I'll tell you, if I ever did that, I'd have a heart attack. I know it.
If not close, eh?
Oh yeah, pretty damn close, if not for sure. But no thanks. Man, I remember one Christmas I was calling my friends here in Ontario while I was in West Palm Beach, Florida, in a swimming pool. So yeah, that's my style.
Yeah. Well, I guess you saw a lot of that when you're as a carny, being all over the country, eh?
Bob, you got a copy?
Oh, Bob, sounds like Paul from Dunville's calling you, I think.
Yeah, oh, how you recognize my voice there? Yeah, it's Paul from Dunville. Bob, you going to be around in a little bit? I'm going to the store. I'll be back if you're around in a bit.
Yeah. Well, Chuck's got to finish his net here at least 10 o'clock, and who knows what happens after that. But everybody, there's a number of fellas still hanging around here. So yeah, we'll be here, Paul, and we'll catch you then.
Okay, thanks a lot. Thanks, Chuck. I just run up to Sobeys. It goes at 10 and I'll be back. V3 PMV, check me in.
Okay, Paul, not a problem. VE3 PMV. Got you in the log. Check-in number 23. Thank you very much. All right, Bob, VE3XKV, I'll let you go for now. And we're going to go back to the list unless there's another check-in. And we're going to run down the list again here. So any check-ins want to stop by? This is VA3 CJZ with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group.
VE3 TTO.
Check-in.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about Gary, and now I've got Rick in there. VA3 KIX. Okay, go ahead there, Gary. VE3 TPO. Sorry about that.
Well, first of all, I want to explain to you why Bob could do those jumps when he was in 40s there. Because he used to go up on the cold gantry cranes during the middle of winter with the snow and the ice blowing over him there, and with a hydro parker and with the hard hat on, with the earmuffs in it. So he was sort of trained that way.
Yeah, well, I guess if you get acclimatized to things, you get used to it somewhat. And but if you get away from it for a while, then you're back to square one.
Yeah, but Gary was out there too, eh?
There's electrical tape in that type of weather. So you would have to keep it in your pocket for the last minute, then use it. So that was the hard part. Anyway, I just thought we'd give you a check-in, and thank you very much for being there tonight. And you got a good net going on here. And just be safe. And if you do see PDL, give him 301 for me, please.
Ouch. He is here. He did check in. Well, thank you very much there, Gary. I think Bob had a comment in there. Go ahead, Bob.
Silence.
No, I was just saying Gary was out there too.
On the gantry.
Oh yeah, he had his chances out there too.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Well, when you're doing it for a living, and but like I said, you step away from that and you're not used to it, you're back to square one.
Oh yeah, no, we used to have be out there on the bayfront in the middle of a snowstorm and change a wheel on a crane or something like that, or repair a broken rail. These rails, they used to, the cold was murder on those things, and they're like a railway rail, that size, that big, and they just, with the heavy loads of the cold weather, those things used to just bust all the time, and then you'd have to cut a piece out and weld a piece in. And, I used to hate that job.
No doubt, no doubt. Okay, Bob. Well, thanks for sharing that with us. And yeah, do it while you're young, is all I say. Okay, well, let's go to check-in number 24, and that'll be Rick from Copetown, Victor Alpha 3, Kilo India X-Ray. Good evening, Rick.
Evening, Chuck, and everyone else. I'm a bit confused. How is it that we're able to hear Paul? He's way over in Dunnville.
I don't know. Those of us who have good receive antennas and transmit can do so. Others cannot.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Were you using your Omni or your beam contact? One.
Okay, contact. Hold on a second. Rick, I'm using my omnidirectional, the Diamond X200, on top of a 3-section tower with 10-foot mast pole. And now let's go to the comment. Go ahead. Contact, go ahead.
Oh, I'd just like to check in because I tried from the car a couple of times earlier and couldn't make it. So I'm home now. So VA3 XLJ. So you guys keep going and put me at the end of the list. So I guess.
Oh, Vanya, I've got you checked in number 11 tonight at 25 minutes after wherever you were at that time. And then I tried to get back to you and I couldn't. So, but we got you back now. How's it going?
No, it's not bad. I just finished washing the dishes, so you know, all my excitement now, like that's all what I can say actually. My dishwasher kind of cut the fire some time ago, so I never bothered replacing the new one because I'm kind of, how you say, practicing the willpower to do dishes myself. So that's what I'm doing lately. And I seems to be working. I am seems to be working or doing good job as much as a dishwasher. So we'll see how long this is gonna last.
Oh, I can't help but laugh, Vanya, because I'm in the same book. I do the meals and the dishes, but when it's just me and in the house for the day, there's not much to do because I try not to dirty anything. Oh, geez. I know about getting the willpower to do dishes there, Vanya. Anyways, hang in there, buddy. We'll get back to you. Let's go back to Rick in Copetown. Rick.
Yeah, I never used to be able to hear Paul, and I was hearing him loud and clear. So maybe he was closer. That's it.
Well, maybe Paul is running a little bit of extra power than most of us here. What do you think about that?
That would explain why I could hear him, but that wouldn't explain why he can hear us. And he was hearing everybody, and you were on an Omni, so I was on an Omni. And they never used to hear me. So I don't know. It's a bit bewildered.
Yes. And don't forget the positive conditions, the inversions. They all come into play. We don't know what we're going to get from day to day or night to night. We experience it live there. Sometimes it's hard to explain. Geez, that guy's coming in real good tonight. Well, there you go. Conditions.
Yeah, Bob, do you normally hear Paul? You guys can talk to each other usually, is that right?
Yeah, all the time, Rick, but I think he was probably mobile.
Yeah, okay. All right, I turn it back to you, Chuck. Good night.
Okay, very good there, Rick. Just hang in there. Okay, before we go back to the list, let's try again. Anyone else want to stop by and see us live on YouTube? Just go to YouTube search box and put in VA3CJZ. And we are broadcasting live there as well as here. Any new check-ins want to come and say hi? This is VA3CJZ with the AREG. Kind of stuttered there. Okay, well, let's go back to the list and see if Pete made it back. VE3PFH. Are you there, Pete? Okay, how about Deb? VA3, obey your leader. You still there, Deb?
Yes, actually, I made it back. I skipped out for a minute or two, and Now I'm back. Aren't you lucky?
Absolutely. We should get our Pad's wife to check in here. She's never checked in here.
I think I've only heard once or twice, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's only been recently. Oh, well, you never know. My daughter seems to be a little bit interested in amateur radio now, and I'd like to spend some time and go through that with her. And so, who knows? We may be calling up our Pad for another test.
Well, that'd be pretty nice. The more women, the merrier.
Yeah, and that would probably go good on her resume, considering she took a broadcasting course in college, broadcast and film. So there you go.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It can't hurt, that's for sure. I got my license, how old was I? Late 20s, early 30s, maybe? Something like that. I wish I did it when I was younger. But I was on CB and I was busy with all that, so I didn't really care about amateur radio at the time.
Yeah, that's just it. Geez, when I was that age, I was so active. I didn't have time for radio. Geez, I had a lifetime membership to a martial arts club in Ottawa, and as I got a little older, around 18, I started at 15, and I trained with the adults because I was a little bit of a bigger kid and was able to handle myself with adults. And by the time I turned 18 there, it was tough to go twice a week, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah. Well, back in the 70s and 80s, CB radio was my life. All my friends were CBers and, hung out together and chatted and went to all the, what did they call those things? Coffee breaks at the time. And, yeah, it was fun. It kept me out of trouble.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I remember the coffee breaks, meet complete strangers.
Yeah, it was really fun. I met some really nice people and was able to travel all over the place to different coffee breaks, just hitching a ride with another CBer.
Oh, right on. Very good, very good. Well, there you go. You've had radio in your blood for a while.
Oh, yeah, it's well entrenched, that's for sure. Anyway, I'll let you carry on down the list, and it's getting near the end of the night here for you.
Yeah, at this rate, we're going to have to start last call real soon here. We've got 24 check-ins. I don't know how many are still here, but we'll run down the list anyways. Thanks, Deb. We'll talk to you again soon. VA3OYL. Next, let's go to Vanya in Stony Creek. VA3XLJ. How you coming along with the dishes there, dish boy?
The dishes are done now. I have to do other stuff, but it's okay. Hopefully, I'm going back to work next week, so that's gonna, how you say this, release me from some of my house duties. So that's a good news for me. And I mean, there's not much to say. I've been keep cleaning the house and moving stuff around the house, like organizing for the past couple of weeks because there's not much to do outside. It's still early spring and you cannot be outside to spend time outside. But other than that, I just tidy up the stuff in garage and all the loose stuff of mine around the house, especially in the basement. And I mean, that's highlight of my last 2 weeks. Not much to say.
Yeah, I hear you. A lot of us are itching for that warmer weather there. I know, we've most of us have started doing early spring cleaning, and yeah, we're ready to get on with it. This up and down weather is going to have to even out there eventually. And yeah, well, if it keeps the wife happy and you can keep buying radio equipment, I'll scrub a few pots and pans.
No, yeah, I guess keeps her happy to some degree, but the radios, I like to get like one or two more, and I will be done with it. Then I would like to start using the HF radio much more often. Actually, I don't use it. I just listen for now on, and I'm kind of hoping at some point I'm gonna do something with my antenna and then take it off of the roof and shingles and kind of run it across the tree, or I have to figure out something what to do. So that's my plan for the next, I guess, couple of weeks or couple of months. You never know. So we'll see. Anyways, I'm gonna have to say bye to you guys. I have to take care of my son for the sleep. So I guess I'll talk to you guys next Wednesday again. Take care.
Okay, Vanya. Great stuff. You go and tuck in the little guy. And yep, it's always nice to do that. I used to love tucking in my little girl. Okay, Vanya, you take care, and we'll talk to you again soon, my friend. VA3XLJ. Next, staying in Stony Creek, let's go to VE3CSY. Paul. Okay, nothing heard. How about Brad in Burlington? VA3 Charlie Bravo uniform. Probably still with this contest. How about Eve, VA3YVE? You still there, Eve? Okay, well, let's try Leo, VE3 Zulu Lima Golf. Okay, let's go to VE3 PDL. Paul.
Yes, sir. I'm still here. I haven't disappeared yet. Well, I might have walked away from the radio once or twice, so if you called me and I wasn't here, that's what happened. Just listening along still, Chuck. Not much to add.
Right on, right on. Okay. Have you seen any of the new movies out? Have you seen Kong versus Godzilla?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
Okay. It wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. I can't wait for. Oh yeah, what else? Oh yeah, is it on? I forget now. Is it on Prime or on Disney Plus? I watched the new the Marvel series that's out. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the guys from the Avengers there. Oh, that's good. I like watching that.
What about the Wonder Woman? Anybody seen that one?
Yeah, I've been watching that, Chuck, as well. I believe the episodes are on Thursday or Friday nights or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching it. It's on that Disney thing. Anyway, there's another station in there. I'll let you pick that up. Alrighty, sir. V3PDL, listening along.
Okay, very good, Paul. Thank you for that. And I do believe Mr. Wonder Woman there had a comment. Rick, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wondered if anybody's seen Wonder Woman yet.
Yes, I have. It was okay. I like the one before that. The first one, I think, was a little bit more exciting. I don't know. But it was good.
She's quite amazing looking, don't you think?
Absolutely. I think she's a model that got into acting. A lot of them do that. So absolutely tall, slender, curvy. Can't go wrong.
Yeah. So how did you get to see that? That's streaming, like you get it over the internet? Is that the idea?
Yes. Some services like Prime, for example, that I'm a member of, Amazon Prime, they sometimes will preview a movie for you. And then after that, you have to pay for it. So if you happen to catch it while it's on free preview, then yeah, you luck out.
I like the sound of that. Okay. All right, let's get back to it.
Yeah, other stuff like the one I mentioned there, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That's a series that's on every week on Disney Plus. So it's another pay channel. All right. Before we get back to the list, Let's see if there's anybody else out there like to stop by the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, taking check-ins. Please come now. Okay, nothing heard. Well, let's see if RPAD is still experimenting with his double and triple and quadruple crossbanding. How about it, RPAD VA3 VAD?
Yeah, I'm still here and listening to you guys, and actually checking the temperature of the radio, and it keeps it cool. Running on 5 watts right now, putting out the power on the 5 meter and 5 meter, 2 meter, putting out the power on the 2 meter side, and it doesn't overheat the radio. It looks like the 5 watt can do full duty cycle. The radio is set up on the 2 meter side, 5 watts. And the 440 side only 1 watt, so it can run all the time.
All right, very good, very good. Well, the crossband that you're going through is Bob's that I mentioned earlier, VE3XKV. Bob, you still there?
I am, Chuck.
Are you at your radio or no?
Oh yeah, I'm here. I'm down in the radio room.
Okay, very good. Yeah, so RPAD is. Did you go down to 14653 there, Bob?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. Well, that's where RPAD is crossbanding from there. So, okay, very good. I just thought I'd throw that in there. Okay, RPAD, back to you, sir.
Yeah, well, for me it was a good test today, and mainly what I was wondering if it's going to give us any delays or not. But you know what? I don't know how they're making these radios. It's listening on one side, rebroadcasting on the other side, then it goes into a second radio and listening on one side, rebroadcasting on the other side, and there's no time delay anywhere. So they must be working very fast, I guess.
I'd say.
What is that party using for crossband? What kind of radio is he using?
Over to you there, Bob. What radio is crossbanding?
Oh, that's the 2 Motorola radios, but I can't hear anybody on 146.530.
Oh, okay. Did you hear that, RPAD?
Yeah, that's a possibility because he's listening from home, and if he's using a second radio, actually the radio output, because he's outputting on 14643, and that wipes out the 14653. So the interference, that's why he can't hear me.
Yeah, but I should be able to hear you on another radio.
I'm using only 10 milliwatt, 100 milliwatt with my handheld.
Oh, so you're not you're rebroadcasting with the handy?
Okay, I'm using a handheld right now, which one is set up to 100 milliwatt, 1/10 of the watt, with the rubber ducky antenna that goes into my D710 radio on 14653, and rebroadcasting on 44605 into your repeater, and you are repeating it over. So you're not going to be able to hear me on 14653 because number one, your crossband is transmitting on 14643. And to listen on 14653, I'm very sure you won't be able to hear it because the 2 frequencies are too close to each other in the same band.
Well, I should still be able to hear it on my because I'm not on my crossband radio now. I'm on another radio, right?
Yeah, well, 14653 is transmitting with no tone with 5 watts only. So. Yeah, and I'm located at the end of Pardale, just below the mountain. in the Rosedale area, on the south end of Parkdale.
Yeah, are you on frequency there? Because I can hear something down on 1.5.
Yeah, well, yeah, you have to try it. You won't be hearing me because I'm using a low power with a rubber ducky handheld, so you won't be hearing me.
Okay, so I won't be able to hear your output then.
When somebody's transmitting on the 440 side and picking up the transmission from your crossbender, then you may hear that one because that's a 5 watts and using the big antenna.
Well, I don't hear it. I don't hear it on either frequency. So all I hear is you here on 430 through the crossband radio, but I should be able to hear you on the other one.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure. I don't know. It's working for me. Actually, the main experience was if there is any delays. Sometimes when you go to a computer and this and that, a whole bunch of them stuff, you can hear a time delay there. But if I listen in chalk on the 2-meter side and through this double crossband setup, actually there's absolutely no time delay. When I listen to both of them, there's no. It seems to be I don't even notice we are going to a double crossband. So yeah, we may have to in a case of an emergency, we have to set up like 4 or 5 of them around Lake Ontario.
Okay. I do hear you on the reverse side here, though. So you are coming into the crossband.
Yeah, basically from VHF you go into UHF and back to VHF. So yeah, if I would put that back to the chalk's frequency, that would cause interference. So you don't want to do that.
Well, of course not. No, I know exactly what you're doing. But like I said, if you're putting out milliwatts on that antenna, that's probably why I can't hear you.
Yeah, like right now I'm transmitting with my little handheld on 14653, and I'm putting out only like 1/10 of the watt. I'm right beside the radio, so I don't need high power. And the radio, my radio is broadcasting on 44605 into your radio.
Okay, so I see what you're doing. You're using your handy talkie and cross-banding through your base radio.
Yeah, right, and the radio is a Kenwood D710.
Yeah, well, now that I'm listening to you on both sides, I can hear you, no problem.
Yeah, basically I'm using a handheld and broadcasting into my crossband radio, and I'm using very low power, so the radio puts out 44605 and receives on 14653 right now, the crossband radio. So basically there's Chalk's radio involved, your radio involved, my mobile involved, and my handheld. So there's like 4 radios going through right now.
Yep, no, that's what I'm saying. You're using the 530 there off your handy and into your base station, which is coming out on the 440.
I'll be done soon.
That's right. Yeah. Basically, yeah. And as I said, right now I'm transmitting a very, very low power, and I don't think you're going to be able to hear that. I don't think you're going to hear anything at all. But you may going to hear the 440 coming into your radio.
Yeah. No. Just everything's working just peachy. What I hear you. So your base station is on 446.05, right?
Yeah, when I transmitting into my radio, it's my radio broadcasting on 44605, but with actually I'm using a high power, about 50 watts. 50 watts is coming out. When I'm talking 50 watts, but when you talking on 44605 and we broadcasting on 14653, that's only 5 watts. So I'm on full power on 44605.
So if I go to 146.530 and transmit, I'd be coming back to myself on 146.430.
Yeah, that's right. You go ahead and try it.
V3XKV 146.530 here. Coming through on 146.430, I think.
Okay, I was hearing you on my rubber ducky, handy walkie-talkie antenna. I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, well I can't hear unless I turn you back off again, right? Okay.
Okay, gentlemen, it's time to wrap things up there, if you don't mind.
Go ahead, Chuck. Sorry about that. V3XKV.
All right, not a problem. 10:06 p.m. in the Hammer at 0 degrees. Okay, well let's keep going on the list, and we'll call this the last call round. The next person was George. If you're still there, VE3 GBD George, last call. All right, well let's see if Bob is still there in Stony Creek, VE3 ITW.
Hey, good evening, Chris. Again, I'm still here, listening along. Interesting stuff. Nothing new to add. Thanks for doing it, and we'll catch you next week, I hope.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad to have you aboard, Bob. Looking forward to talking to you again soon. Thanks for being part of the AREG tonight. Had lots of fun there. We've had 25 check-ins. That's a record for me. Yeah, very good. Okay, Bob, thanks again. Next is Rick, if he's still there. No, he's watching his movie. How about Gary, VE3 TTO? Gary, you still there? All right, let's go to Rick in Coketown, VA3 KIX. Last call, Rick.
Yeah, make mine a double. I'm still here listening and having the time of my life. And we'll catch you next week.
All right, Rick, glad you're having fun, and wonder if anybody else got to enjoy the live YouTube stream. If not, you could play it back. Just put in VA3 CJZ, and we are at AREG week 1440. Okay, Rick, thank you for that. Let's see if Steve has made it home. He did check in through the YouTube stream. VA3 November Fox Golf. Are you there, Steve? All right. Well, let's go to the top of the list and see if Garnett's still there. Last call there, Garnett, V3 GNP.
Yep, I'm still here, Chuck. Everything's quiet, good net tonight. I will talk another day, I guess. Never see anybody on the net and yourself.
All right, Garnett. Thank you for sticking around and coming back for last call on the Handy Talkie. Very good, sir. Okay, I got you at 7S units there, Garnett, by the way. Good job. Have a good rest of the week, my friend. We'll talk to you again soon. Next, let's see if Big Rick is still around. VA3 AXJ. Okay, VA3 IMW.
High-speed comeback tonight. Really happy to have this net under our belt, and thanks as usual for your dedication to this heritage. Deb, your signal was super duper, plus 30 tonight. Don't know what you've done to your antenna. Keep up the good work. 7-3s to all, and to all good night.
Okay, thanks a lot there, Mac. Much appreciated you sticking around. Okay, next is AJF. No, I think he's gone. Flynn, VE3FJJ. Last call, Flynn.
Hey, Chuck, and everybody on that. Still here. I was waiting to ask you a question. After the net, can I maybe have a conversation with you about the mixing board that you got running there?
Yeah, sure thing. I'll take a little break after this. Come back, and we can, if the frequency's in use, we can just go up to 490 and talk there for a bit. Not a problem.
All right, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to ask a few questions there, and because I'm seriously considering doing it. But yeah, thanks again for welcoming me to the net, like always, and everybody there. Thanks for all the lots of information, and that's about it.
Okay, Flynn. Yeah, we do try and mix in a little bit of informational subjects, radio related, once in a while on the net. But yeah, pretty much anything goes, except religion and politics. So we try and have fun here. Thanks a lot, Flynn, for joining us once again. How about Wade? Are you still out there? VA3NCA. Last call, Wade.
Thanks, Chuck. Yeah, I'm still here. Hung it out to the end, I suppose. Thanks for running the net, and enjoyed it a lot. Back to you, clear after this. VA3NCA.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much, there, Wade. Where are we now? LBI, VE3LBI. Larry, you're up. Last call. All right. How about Pete? VE3PFH. You still there, Pete? Okay, nothing heard. Well, let's see if there's any last minute check-ins before things. This is VA3CJZ with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. My name is Chuck, and I'm located in East Hamilton. Any last minute check-ins, please come now. Okay, very good then. Well, it's been a blast. Again, it's time to close this evening's AREG, and it marks week 1440 is the amount of weeks that the AREG has been on the air. If you do the math, just ask Google and she'll tell you it's 27 years and 7 or 8 months, something like that. All right, I'd like to thank everyone once again for participating in this week's AREG, and I look forward to hearing from you again next week. Until then, stay safe, have a great rest of the week. This is VA3CJZ saying 7-3 and good night. I shall pause for a little bit and come back. I now return the frequency to regular use.
Hey, I want to be a late check-in. Larry just reminded me.
We'll take a late check-in there before I step away. VE3BK.
All right, B3BK. Yeah, you got it right. Yeah, well, I had a Zoom meeting, and then we're on 10, and Larry came in there and said, oh, you better hurry. Chuck will be gone. So I thought I better get over here right away. Did you hear my friend Art at all tonight?
Yes. And somebody has to go over there and show him how to switch over to 446.05 so he can transmit into Bob's crossband radio out in Flamborough so we could all hear him and he could hear everyone. So that's what we're trying to do now.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, if you look up that radio, it's a 991 Alpha. It's a bit complicated, and I don't think he can see well enough to do it himself. But, yeah, if you get it in the right mode, you just turn the little black knob down at the bottom, not the VFO, the little black knob. It's on the bottom left corner in the middle, and it changes frequency. If you want a Bob's, I think it's on Simplex, it should work all right.
Yeah. Just got to get over there and set it up. So all he's got to do is press a button, and he can switch from 2 meters to 440 there, Rick. Okay, my friend. I hope that ADI file I sent to you helps out and helps the club out.
Yeah, thanks very much for that. And yeah, for this contest, I don't think it actually helps us because we had to run V3DC and you use your own call. But next one on the books is our field day, and that one for sure. That one you can help me for sure because we're doing the same thing we did for winter field day exactly, and that one will definitely help out.
Okay, very good, Rick. Very good. Okay, sir, I do have to run. My bladder is full, and it's time to run. Thanks for checking in, sir, and we'll talk to you again soon. VA3 CJZ will be clear after yours.
Yeah, roger on that. VA3 CJZ B3BK. Yep, too many things going on Wednesday night. That's what it is, Chuck. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it, eh? Anyway, 73 to all on frequency, and thanks for taking my late check-in.
All right. Good night, Rick.
V3BK, B3XK.
I didn't get that call. Did somebody call me?
Yeah, it was Bob here, Rick, XKV.
Yeah, hi Bob, how's it going? Yeah. I'm probably coming in pretty good. I'm on my 271. It's an old radio. In fact, it was manufactured the same year I got my call sign, so yeah, it's an old radio. I had my ham license for over 30 years. Oh, jeez, I shouldn't tell anybody that, eh?
Well, I've had mine since '93, so you've had a few more years than me. But yeah, no, you sound good on that old radio. You're coming in full skill on both the Alinco and the Motorola radio there. So you're doing a fine job there, Rick.
Oh yeah, so are you. You're 60 over in this radio. This radio's it's got a really accurate needle, and it's huge. It's as big as my 751. In fact, it looks a lot like 751. Almost like a combination of that and a 735. It's an old radio, but it works good. I like it, and I can turn the power up too. But I've got you on my beam here. I got that beam is old and it's homemade. A 2-element quad bomb that's vertically polarized and it's pointed right at you. So what am I per power? I think I'm about 20 watts. I could probably lower it.
Well, it probably wouldn't make a difference, you being on a beam and me being up here in the height, probably still get you full scale, because I can't tell how much you're over, right, on these radios. So that's an all mode, right?
Yep, all mode. Yep, I go on sideband with this. I've talked to Toronto on sideband with this.
Yeah, I got an old IC 271A I used to use too, but it needs some tender loving care.
Oh yeah. Well, this one here, I had to twist the knobs a few times to get the rheostats to work right, and I don't know what's wrong with it on CW. I used to use it on CW, but now if I put it on CW mode, it's like a permanent key up. I don't know whether I got a setting wrong or whether there's something wrong with the radio. So I never use it on CW anyway. Who cares? It's only done with Renzo a few times. We did CW on 2 meters. But normally, nobody does that anymore, Bob, over.
I know to everybody today it's antiquated, but in a pinch, it'll beat anything.
Oh yeah, this radio is good. Well, how many radios do you know that put 100 watts on 2 meters?
Not many. Yesu has got a couple, but I think there's not 100 watts anyway.
Oh yeah, well that's why they can hear me. I'm vertically polarized and they're horizontally polarized, but they can still hear me in Toronto, although they're horizontally polarized. Now, if I had known better, which I wasn't thinking about at the time, I just put that antenna up. Put it up and made it so it was vertically polarized. Never thought about doing sideband on it. I got the radio after I made the antenna.
Oh yeah, well you need one of those inline rotors, where the masts go through the center of it.
That was nice.
Oh yeah. Well, this thing's on the top of my tower, so when I turn this